Hello, welcome to the video here. We're going to start it off by spectating some people. Like always, we're starting off with a little Bible verse here. Then we'll skate around for a little bit until we get bored. There's some highlighted stuff in here. Who knows who highlighted it? The Lord protects the upright but destroys the wicked. The godly will never be disturbed, but the wicked will be removed from the land. The godly person gives wise advice, but the tongue that deceives will be cut off. The godly speak words that are helpful, but the wicked speak only what is corrupt. Riches won't help on the day of judgment, but right living in a safeguard against death. But right living is a safeguard against death. The godly are directed by their honesty, the wicked fall beneath their load of sin. The godliness of good people rescues them, the ambition of treacherous people traps them. But he also highlighted, be generous in giving, place people's needs ahead of profit. All this bunch of just like random stuff highlighted on these pages right here. Your own soul is nourished when you are kind, but you destroy yourself when you are cruel. The Lord hates people with trusted hearts, but he delights in those who have integrity. It is possible to give freely and become more wealthy, but those who are stingy will lose everything. The generous prosper and are satisfied. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. Those who bring trouble on their families inherit only the wind. The fool will be a servant to the wise. To learn you must love discipline. It is stupid to hate correction. The Lord approves of those who are good, but he condemns those who plan wickedness. A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted. An honest witness tells the truth. A false witness tells lies. Some people make cutting remarks, but the words of the wise bring healing. Truth stands the test of time. Lies are soon exposed. Those who control their tongue will have a long life. A quick retort can ruin everything. Some who are poor pretend to be rich. Others who are rich pretend to be poor. That's a deep one. Pride leads to arguments. Those who take advice are wise. People who despise advice will find themselves in trouble. Those who respect it will succeed. Facts. Kind of starts lagging when I start streaming. Yeah, this is this game now. Just feel like dropping my controller and fucking doing something else. Fucking standing here with the rest of these guys. Ouch. It is getting better though, like in the sense that like not everyone's super laggy. Like it's actually cool just to sit here and just watch people. Definitely improving in that aspect, but they gotta fucking make it more of a game, dude. That's my opinion. stream, welcome to the video. We skate, we observe skaters. We read from the Bible. We hit the subscribe button. We push through the algorithm. That's what we do. I get this shit off my screen. That'd be cool if they could clear that. Oh yeah. guess they're just all doing these challenges. I'm not about the fucking challenges anymore, dude. Dude's fucking shredding. This is my couch. Fuck off my couch, now. It's got shreds. Awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Feeling the spot?
Keep rolling. Mike that's 7 years old and stands the test of time, dude. It's not too bad. What's going on here, dude? Just more problems. More problems. I mean, who cares about the challenge? Man, just fuck the challenge.
Ron can be a little labyrinthian. Look up in the sky for some big arrows to help you find my spot.
Mark your mile. I mean, I guess. Look at all this fucking shit. That is so cool. I didn't know that.
Aw, dang. You're getting ahead of the tour. We're coming back later, so save it for now.
What do you mean? Going higher. Oh, dude, this is so dope. Well, I mean, it's okay. It reminds me of That's my favorite run. I haven't really done much of it. Yeah, if this was bright, I would have quit already. That's where everyone's at with this game. Like, if they didn't make this dark, we would not play. Period. This guy trying to accomplish over here. Oh. That's fucking awesome. Totally missed it. Totally missed it. How do you get it to drop straight down? Holy shit. guess that's all she wrote for the moment.
Feeling the spots? Keep rolling. Drawn can be a little labyrinthian. Look up in the sky for some big arrows to help you find my spots.
I just like doing a lot of spins. clean this controller out a bit, I don't know. So that's like the bottom. How do we start from like... We could start from here, I guess. I mean, that grass slows you down. So I don't see anyone skating on it. He's coming through there. We'll see what this guy's got for a little bit here.
right? So what was this plan? Well, it was... Any video about this guy is scrubbed off the internet. YouTube seemed to delete and destroy any video that surrounds his ideas. So we'll see. If this video gets removed tomorrow, you'll know why, right? If my channel gets completely nuked, you'll know why. Now, he supposedly was a researcher that also had connections with the White House. And through that, he received information about a grand plan. Then he exposed this plan. What happened to David Goldberg after he exposed his plan? Well, he was found dead. Yes, he passed away, bless him. He was found by his neighbor foaming at the mouth, and police came, they took all his electronics, and that was that. All his videos, everything he ever posted online was scrubbed off the internet. It's almost like he never existed. Kind of strange, right? So what was this plan? It was a two-part plan, a two-stage plan. Stage one was Project Pogo, and stage two was Project Zephyr. You gotta think about better names for this. Pogo, whatever. Okay. So, what was Project Pogo? Well, Project Pogo was basically, I'm simplifying it, I can't really explain it because if I do, it gets a bit, I've got to play with YouTube's rules a little bit. It gets a bit, shall we say, anti-Israel. That's what I'll say, right? So, stage one of this plan was basically building a list of people, a naughty list, yes. Now, how do you build a naughty list? Well, you kind of this content is comments on, you can see gaming history is on this content was a major reason liking this content. Maybe you watching this now, if you comment on this post, you will be in the naughty list. How do you feel about that? I don't know, right? But another aspect of this is the idea of controlled opposition, that they can control the prominent YouTubers. That's the main aspect. He uses the example, sorry, David Goldberg uses the example of that extremism. He thinks that extremism is the CIA. To define the CIA, a well-known think tank that was controlled by the CIA. His father was a CIA operative. You know, you can think of all these people. Think about all these YouTubers that seem to just be prominent out there in the world, right? And they just seem to be prominent, even though they have no charisma or anything. They just seem to be blowing up. Me, for example. Yeah, maybe I'm controlled opposition. Maybe I'll get paid. Hey, look, I'll get some PayPal money. Look, actually, if somebody does want to pay me to post stuff or something like that, look, I'll sell my soul. I'll do it. You know, I'll be controlled opposition. As long as the money's good, I'll do it, right? I'm not a joke. Okay, I'm joking. Moving on. So that's it. Pogo is building this list of naughty list people, using and allowing content to spread so that they can gain information on the people liking this stuff. Naughty list. Now, what is part two of this? What is the Zephyr plan? What is this? Well, once you have your naughty list, you've got to do something with it, right? So you gather your naughty list, and then you exterminate. Yes, we're just gonna kill them. That's the plan. So it's kind of crazy, right, when you think about it. The idea of building a huge list and then extermination, that's a bit wild. But there's more to it than that. He says, David Goldberg says that actually only the prominent people would be, you know, the considered high-level, dangerous, autistic schizos. They would be the ones that would be taken out. The rest of them would be put in concentration camps or banned off the internet completely. That's the plan, right? That's kind of the idea, right? You watch too much Asmongold, you'll be put in the gulag, right? That's kind of the plan. That's the idea. Also, this isn't just a left-right. This isn't just a right-wing thing, right? You can think it's a left-right thing. They basically gather the data, they get the data, and they can see who's these extreme leftists, who's these extreme rightists. Both of them, we can just lock down. That's kind of the idea, right? But they need to build the list first. Now, it gets even spookier because David Goldberg, he made a prediction. Now, bear in mind, he died in the summer of 2019. But he predicted that there would be a virus that would spread around the world. Now, I don't know if you remember, but a few months after the summer of 2019, something like that did happen. memory hold a bit, but I think something like that did happen, right? So that's weird, right? The problem is, I think this story is a load of bullshit. I know, it's disappointing. I'm disappointed, but I have to be truthful about this. I think it's a load of bullshit for four main reasons. I hate being a debunker. Debunkers suck, but let me just debunk this for you. Now, there is something to the plan, the Pogo plan and the Zephyr plan. I'll get back to that in a moment. There's something there, I would say. But the story of David Goldberg is bullshit. Number one, there's no record of this guy ever existing. You can't find anything about him. Bear in mind, this is a researcher that had connections to the White House. And yet, there's no information, there's no friends or family that have come forward, nothing, right? Nothing. Now, people say that's evidence that they scrubbed the internet clean because what he was saying was so dangerous. But it's also evidence that he maybe never existed. You choose, right? Number two, there would be links to a certain Bitcoin website and suggestions that you should donate using a certain website, right, with Bitcoin. Now, this turned out to be a scam, right? It was stealing money from people, and people lost a lot of money through this at the time. Now, it's weird, right? So it seems like this whole theory was just an elaborate plan to steal people's Bitcoin, right? That's number two. Number three, a lot of this was posted during the pandemic after his death by his friend that had the kill switch, right? So he was posting it on the behalf of David Goldberg. So the prediction of the pandemic, it kind of falls apart when it's posted during the pandemic. And number four, he made a lot of crazy predictions. He said a lot of things that contained dates. And looking back now in 2026, we can see that a lot of this just didn't happen. So it kind of, certain parts fall apart, but he did make some predictions that came true. Like, he was talking about a war with Iran, but to be honest, a lot of people were talking about a war with Iran for the past fucking 20 years. So, but that doesn't mean that the plan, Project Pogo, creating a list of undesirable people, that, the naughty list, that reads true to me. Especially now. At the moment, these companies, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth, they have the power to moderate like they never had before, and yet they're not using it. Because now they have artificial intelligence moderation. Previously, they would have algorithmic moderation, and then they would have moderation teams to handle everything. Now they have artificial intelligence moderation, which means they can monitor, they can even a specific phrase, or they could read the whole tone of a video and decide whether it's good or bad, remove it. They have moderation like they've never had before, and yet the floodgates are open. We are seeing content like, again, pre-2016 kind of content. It's kind of strange, right? And then when you think about the idea that potentially some YouTubers are under the control of either the CIA or something greater, they have protections on them. That kind of rings true as well. I mean, recently the Epstein list came out yesterday. There was some YouTubers on there. I think there was this, I forgot what, is he Quebecian or French or something? I can't understand a word he's saying. But this guy, I forgot his name, I'll just put him there. He received $25,000 from Epstein. He brushes it off as if it's nothing, but you can go, wait there. If you would take money off someone like Epstein, Epstein owns you, right? What the fuck's his name? I don't remember. You already know that online platforms are being used to profile you. Social media is being used to profile you. You already know this, right? Think about it. When you scroll your phone, you'll see adverts tailored towards you. Now, that's a very basic thing that's been happening for a long time. It's algorithmic, right? But now, with artificial intelligence, they're able to profile you better than ever before. I guarantee it. Peter Kingsnorth, fantastic author, he said something along the lines of, artificial intelligence will know your child better than you. Think about that as a parent. That AI will know your child better than you is scary, but there's some truth in it. You don't know what your child's doing on your phone, on his phone and stuff like this, but the AI does. And the AI will be able to build a profile. Now, with this profile building, they can categorize us better than ever before. They can put you on the naughty list if they want to. Now, what they do with this naughty list, that's concerning. I don't know if they're going to execute people or put them in gulags or prison for saying certain things online. I mean, I live in the UK. That's already happening. I think in the UK we have the highest level of imprisonment for social media posts, right? It's kind of crazy. So it's already happening where I live. But the more likely scenario is they're building a social credit score system. They are imitating China. You understand? The idea is, if you post the wrong things or you like the wrong things on Instagram or something like this, you will lose social credit score. And then, if you have a low social credit score, you won't be able to get a bank account, a mortgage, maybe even a job potentially. You won't get these privileges because you just have a bad social credit score. This is a common theory being spread online. Everyone knows this, but this is happening. We know this is happening, right? Potentially, right? What we're seeing is a mimetic rivalry between the old world leaders of Europe and America versus the new guys, China. This is mimetic rivalry. Do you know Rene Girard? He came up with this concept. He actually predicted this. He said China will rise up and become the mimetic rival of America because China has been imitating the American model for a while now, right? Pure capitalism with like a different structure. You try and explain what the China model is. It's kind of like a national socialism with heavy capitalism on the side, right? It's kind of strange. How would you categorize it? I don't know. But that's China, right? And that seems